Oh, dude.
So you're just straight up wrong. Don't know what it is. Yeah, you're just wrong.
I don't know what to tell you other than you're wrong.
All right, so welcome back to the podcast, guys. We are talking currently about how this man over here doesn't know The Undertaker.
No, I know The Undertaker.
No, you
was
don't know
his name?
Kane. You don't know Kane.
That's
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
you don't know Undertaker, then that's two pimps left.
Either way, either way. Come on, man.
Kane
He's
is
not as mainstream as a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Mainstream
John
to you as
Cena.
anybody after 2015.
But let me tell you.
But yeah, I don't watch WWE. That's the point.
neither
So
do I.
not
Let me
knowing
let me
who
ask
Kane
you,
is.
do you
I mean,
know,
I don't watch him either, but it's like during the era, he was a big name. Like he was top.
Yeah.
Top. It's just crazy that you don't know him.
You know,
That's right.
you know
Wild.
Stone Cold.
Uh-huh.
You know The Rock.
Uh-huh.
Obviously.
John.
You know Undertaker.
Yep.
Do you know Chris Jericho?
No.
Okay, that's Do you know Triple H?
Yeah, I know Triple H.
Do you know Mick Foley or Mankind? Or
Nope,
anything like
nope,
that? Okay. So the thing with Kane is he's so like at that time he's big, he's red, he has a crazy mask, so it's just kind of
I
hard. It's
saw.
one of those things like every T-shirt you go to Hot Topic or Walmart, Kane's on the shirt just because he was just part of that time. So I think it would be that thing where like in your mind you'd probably see him and be like, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I know what he looks like, I guess, but I don't think I knew that was Kane.
I tried that. Showed him the video. Still didn't know who he was.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Jeez.
And I've never been more disappointed.
I hope you're ready for your 6-hour Kane marathon.
Right.
I know Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, again, because he's the president right
CM
now.
Punk?
Yeah.
CM Punk. I know CM Punk. Logan Paul. You know.
Oh,
God.
Rowdy Rhonda Piper.
I call all my turds Logan Paul, so when we go to the bathroom, it's hard to forget that guy.
I take it you're not a fan.
No, he's just annoying. My nephew really likes him, and so when he first got with WWE, I invited him over for his first couple matches and hope he just got his booty whooped. And of course he didn't because they had to make him look good.
Of course.
Of course.
And I'll be honest.
Come on.
I think
his acrobatics are pretty good, though.
He fits the WWE
Oh, yeah.
No,
mold.
he's not a bad wrestler. I
He's a performer.
I can say he's a
For
great
sure,
wrestler and he's charismatic. It's just him.
Well, and he's
This
found.
is his personality.
I
generally.
I
Yeah.
completely
Because I know
agree.
him as him based on his YouTube stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you see him in WWE, I'm like, all I see is the YouTuber, not the WWE.
I like him better than his brother, though. That is the one thing. Like I
don't dislike Jake as much as everybody else.
I just don't like Jake's face.
That
It's just he's just like
I can get that. Yeah,
like
don't
they both
his
have a
face.
punchable face, but
Yeah.
like Jake, provided he could smoke my like he could knock me out till Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
He just isn't. He's not a. I don't like him. He just is one of those faces that
He
there's no
doesn't-
way I could like that
He
face.
doesn't bother me as bad as a lot because he's like honest about like being kind of a jerk.
I mean, yeah.
He's an honest jerk. You know what?
I like my jerk.
Fair game, bud. Fair game. I don't like people who like try to pretend they're not. He's like, no, that's just what I am.
Right, because that's what Logan does.
Yeah.
Logan's like a true, like, terrible person celebrity. Right?
Yeah.
He treats people beneath him because he's famous. And that's, I don't like that.
I mean, that's most celebrities, though.
No, you're right, but, like, he's so two-faced.
Yeah. All
He's
right.
crazy.
All
Like,
right.
Jake,
All right,
he'll
let's
belittle
not-
you to your face.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
a little YouTuber face.
All right, so getting back into the actual like sports world here, World Cup has been some wild games. It's been great.
Wild is exactly the right word.
Like just some crazy upsets. So
Every game is I've been wrong.
yeah, so the last time that
I'm just gonna start betting the opposite of what you say.
That,
honestly,
that's
yeah,
a safe bet, dude.
that's a fair good.
Well, I was like, okay,
yeah.
Norway, and then Norway was just sad to watch.
Yeah.
And like,
Can we talk about that? What's going on? Is Holland now like the least favorite Norwegian? Because they just don't pass him the ball when he's downfield.
Apparently,
It's
yeah,
the-
forgot how good he is.
right.
No, it's, yeah, but I say it's his teammate who's the least favorite in Norway now.
Oh, for sure, because
he was
it
wide
has to be
open.
a
Yeah.
jealousy issue, right? He had to
Has
be
to.
trying to be that guy.
I
Well,
guess.
of course,
I
and
Must
you
have
don't
been,
watch
yeah.
the game too.
Yeah.
So like, obviously, they went up 2-1.
Yeah.
And they got called back, and so I think that wasn't great. And I think just from that moment, it was just like they just didn't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
It was really sad. I'm like, y'all, we're doing good defensively, and then all of a sudden, y'all got your call back instead of fighting to get another one. You just
Yep.
look sad.
Nope.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of offense in that.
I'll be honest. If my best player is downfield and open, and my wing doesn't pass it to him, you're not playing for the national team next time, bud.
Right.
Yeah.
Words were had after that.
I can tell you right now,
words were had.
Dude,
there
he
was
was
two
not
very
happy.
large Norwegians having a discussion that next morning.
Although I've loved all the memes from Holland coming up where it's just like,
Yep.
just imagine being anybody and seeing this run after you and
Yeah.
it's just him just doing that.
That was great. And also, did you see him off the plane You know what he brought back from America?
Yes.
A raccoon. And what was that? Like
It was raccoon sipping whiskey.
like Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And then he had another taxidermied, like, I don't know, some type of varmint, like a otter or something. I don't know. And that's what he gets off the plane with. So I like how in my head, that's what he thinks America is. We're just a bunch of raccoons sipping whiskey.
I mean, somebody gave him opened up a Snapchat for him, and he was having a good old time doing it.
I can't stand but to like the guy. He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's living his own life.
Yep. All right, so now we have the upset for today was Spain knocked out France.
Insane.
Yeah.
I
2-0 too.
France had such the odds to win the whole thing.
Mhm.
I am so surprised.
Yep.
Well, I'm saying once we got to the round of 16, every favorite or someone who should have won lost.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
like, everyone did what they were supposed to until that round.
Now it's literally just Argentina as big favorite, and even then England I think
England's
is
going to take it.
England's technically the favorite versus them right now.
Because Egypt made terrible mistakes at the end.
Let's go
And
England.
so, like,
They're playing here in Dallas.
Oh,
too,
yeah, you wanna-
tomorrow.
Are they?
Yeah, they're playing here tomorrow.
No kidding.
Dude, it's gonna be nuts. Yep.
Wow, because I know France played here today.
no, Spain. Yeah, Spain and France were here today.
Oh, was that Spain and France? Oh,
Yeah.
they're playing in.
I don't know. It doesn't tell you, bro.
Atlanta?
It's like
No, yeah, Atlanta. You're right.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't actually.
It's
know.
Atlanta. Yeah.
But
No, you're right. Yeah,
spitballing.
Spain,
What a
Spain
game,
and
by the way.
Spain
I
and
think that
France
was
were
the
there.
best game of the World Cup, by the way. Egypt and Argentina.
yeah,
Dude,
it was
Mhm.
what a game! I watched it and it was amazing. Now, I can't stand the FIFA and the inconsistencies with Argentina and their calls. I do think that's quite annoying. But again, I digress. You got to give it at the end of the day, Egypt choked. Like they choked.
Oh,
it.
100% they
they
choked.
had it.
They-
Absolutely, yeah.
They choked it.
Especially because it was like, it's not like you were up 2-0 and then they got a score.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they got 3 in a row in like the last 10 minutes or whatever
Mhm.
it was. Like,
Yep.
it was
That's
insane.
the crazy part.
It's just
Yeah.
they just collapsed.
It's like there's no reason for them to get 3.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I agree. Because I'm not gonna lie, there was one call. Because realistically, and here I go back and forth. Right at the beginning of the game, Egypt got the ball and they scored, but then they called it back for a foul. But the part I don't like about the inconsistency is that they rewinded it on VAR all the way back to like the other side of the field when there was a foul, but the ref didn't call it at the time. So then they let Egypt go and drive all the
Right,
way
spend
down,
all of that effort. Yeah.
all the way down and score, and then they're like, "Oh wait, you know that play that was
There was
like
actually a foul back
3
there.
minutes
Yeah.
ago?
It's like,
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna take that back. Therefore, there's no goal." I'm like, "Are you serious
Yeah.
right now?"
I didn't realize they could look
You're
that
not-
far back.
I'm sure
Yeah.
neither did they.
I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
everybody was talking about in the moment. They were like, "That's insane."
Yeah.
but that was to score their first goal. Then they scored 2 more after that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't. That's why I'm in between because I'm like, I don't know. You got a 2-0 lead. You can't let that go. You can't. Sorry.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the England game for them. Everybody's saying that they're being delivered the finals berth by the refs, so we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. I mean, if they go, it's going to be the biggest talk of the last 10 maybe.
Dude,
Yeah.
insane.
Although, as an American, it's going to be weird seeing England in the finals in America.
I know.
Does that
I
mean
don't really think so.
We kicked them off our turf about
Yeah, but then they're
250
going to
years
demand
ago.
that we call it football now.
What do you expect? We don't put our best athletes towards that. We don't pump any money towards
Right.
soccer. We don't pump any money towards that at all. And we got whooped by Belgium.
Yeah, they picked us apart.
Like
Yeah,
we got whooped.
they picked us
honestly,
That's after we got that
you
red
can-
rescinded, too.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
call it football. That's fine. I'll call
Yep.
it football. I don't mind.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
we deserve it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, hey,
Yep.
we're back to back World War champions though. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out us.
Did you see the England fans were getting were getting in trouble for doing their chant of there were 6 German bombers in the air.
No.
There were 6 German bombers. Yeah.
Some of those English chants get a little wild.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I get why people want Messi there, but I kind of want England to get there. Just for
Dude,
that.
the
I just want
chants
a
that
sloppy-
they do it's a whole nother level.
I just want
and
a
it's
sloppy
awesome.
chant game.
Yes.
I have no pony in the race.
No.
I just want to
Yeah.
give me some sloppiness.
Yeah.
At this point, give me some.
Have you not heard any of their chants? Dude, yeah. Oh, dude, you got to look it up. They're
I should.
hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if there's one thing that England knows how to do, it's properly just spontaneously make a chant. And it's
Chant.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real.
They do so good.
Yeah.
Pretty much every team's got a good one.
Yeah.
In the English Premier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they've got them like versus each other too. Like if you need, do you look up anything for a highlight? Just look up English chants versus other teams, and like they're going off, and it's hilarious. Like some of them are when they're winning, some of them when they're losing. Even some of them are just absolute random. Like there was one, the most random one is somebody brought an inflatable beach ball, like one of the big ones.
Oh,
and they were playing like toss in the stands and whatnot. It somehow gets onto the field. And then they just all start chanting, "We want our ball back. We want our ball back. We want our ball back." And then, but mind you, the actual like play is on the other side of the field. Nobody's on this side. And so then, as the wind keeps pushing the ball closer and closer to the goal, they're like, it scores and they go nuts because managed to go into the net.
The game was over for an hour, and they're just like, "We want our ball."
Yeah.
They're just playing with beach balls.
Yeah. Oh man, they're hilarious.
So good. They're poetic, really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They'll chant they'll make anything a chant.
Yeah.
They're so good at it.
Well, there's one where it's like it's a team versus Tottenham, and I think they do it with other ones. Like, what do we think of Tottenham? Shit. What do we think of shit? Tottenham. I'm sorry. That's all right. And they go into a whole nother chant.
So funny.
No,
Tottenham
dude,
just
they're
fell
hilarious. Oh, dude, they're hilarious. Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah.
Yep, they need to be there.
Yep.
But now that I'm going for them, they're gonna lose. So any money, any betters.
Right. Yeah. No kidding.
Go for Argentina.
Yep. I'm putting my money on Argentina once you make your pick.
Yeah. Whenever I make a bet, I immediately tell somebody who I know is already betting. I was like, all right, you're guaranteed to win as long as you go against me because all my bets lose. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Without fail.
Yeah. It's so funny.
All right. So yeah, officially it's Spain in the World Cup final, and we'll see tomorrow if it's England versus Argentina.
But I'm sorry to the country of Spain. It's just boring. Like everyone else has been like has had so much more media or things going on or personality. And I'm like, Spain, what are you doing there?
Well, because
To be fair, I heard today this is their second time ever making it to the final.
All right,
wow, ever
Wow, is it really?
That's
Yes, it
impressive.
is. Yes, it is.
That's that's a big thing because
That is a big thing.
hard.
That's what
they're
I'm
like,
saying.
listen, it's one thing for us not to make it because we don't put nothing into it.
Mhm.
If you're a soccer country,
Yeah.
a footy country for those, and you don't make it, that says more about you.
They've also arguably have had the quietest route to the
exactly.
finals
And that's
up
what I mean
until
by that.
until today's game.
Yeah.
Because like their first was Austria. Everyone was, pretty quiet about that. Then against Portugal, then against Spain. The only reason they were talking against Belgium versus Spain is because they picked us apart. Yeah. And then today against France was the first one
they
that
play France and Portugal, so they knocked out Ronaldo and Mbappe. That's
I'm
a
not-
pretty.
I don't, honestly, I don't.
I guess,
care
they-
less
yeah.
about your whole schedule. If
Yeah.
you beat France the way you just did,
Yeah.
You got it.
you got.
Because like Ronaldo was, everyone's like talking how it's probably his last World Cup.
Oh, for sure.
But
I
he
think it's
wasn't.
Messi's too.
For sure, Messi's last World
They're
Cup.
both old.
He's older than Ronaldo by a couple years, I think.
Yeah.
I think Ronaldo's 35 or something like that, and then Messi's 39. So
Crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm 30 and I can barely run down the
right,
street.
right.
These people are running miles for a game like
Dude,
that.
but then like Ronaldo's a specimen. Like, have you ever seen the videos of how high he can actually jump?
It's actually kind of
Whoa.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dude, Messi's younger.
Oh, Ronaldo's 41. Oh, my bad, dude.
Whoa.
Shout out Ronaldo.
So
so for
4 years
sure,
from now he'll be.
45.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Dude,
If I'm Messi, I'm like, bro, just take what you get.
Messi is 41.
No,
Ronaldo.
39. Ronaldo's 41. Yeah.
Still 39. He's been playing professional since he was 16.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he was
Both
on
of
a
them.
farm league when he was 13,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is crazy.
So
It's crazy.
longevity there. But no, like have y'all seen how high Ronaldo can jump when he's going for a header?
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Dude,
he's got
it's
those legs.
Yeah,
nuts.
you've seen those little posters they cut out so other people can try it.
Yeah.
There's nobody hitting it.
No.
Even tall people.
No.
Like I'm short, so that there is that. But even like big tall people, there's no shot.
Yeah. Not even a single
McGregor
chance.
saw it too and tried to copy him. Bro.
Yeah, let's talk about
know what?
that.
That's
Dude.
Before we
What
get
a
in,
segue.
What a segue. Holy crap, that fight. Yeah.
now
Disappointing, dude. Like
that was
Let
crazy.
Chase take it away,
Oh.
man. Let Chase take it away.
Because look, so when I worked at Dave & Buster's as
Yeah.
manager, right? They had rights to show the UFC pay-per-view. So I did
Yeah.
watch it when I was there, which was a lot of fun. The environment's fun. I'm
Yeah.
a sports guy.
Yeah.
It was a blast. So it was a lot of McGregor stuff. It was fun. However, like I think it's been kind of, like a lot of people can admit, like it's been kind of boring. Like there's not a lot of stars right now. So
Yeah.
like getting him back, I was like, cool. Like let's do this thing. bro, like it was so sad. It was just sad.
And
like accidents happen, and I'm not laughing at all.
But that was the worst way for that to happen.
Like,
literally the
20
first
seconds,
jump.
and it's
Yeah.
like you jumped.
And it honestly, it wouldn't have been so bad if Patty hadn't have submitted his guy in a minute.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
because like the rest of the card was great. The first 3 fights we could have argued any one way or another for fight of the night, and then obviously Patty was a one minute fight, which admittedly was a great submission.
No, it was fantastic.
Patty
that
looked great.
choke was
Dude. Yeah.
My thing is, it's like there's 2 things. One, I'm not into. I won't go the conspiracy route and be like, okay, he was going in there hurt or anything.
No.
Right?
I think that was
But he
just-
didn't seem himself. Like he walked in there and just seemed like maybe it's because he's finally at peace, McGregor or something.
Mhm.
But like that, there's that. And then like I think there's something to your Patty thing because like let's say you didn't you expected to go at least a round or 2 and he just wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I don't know. But dude, like why? Like come on. Like I don't know.
And I think it was like he was trying 2 different styles because he walked in somber, very stoic, still his egotistical self, but it wasn't like his old self where he was like all wild and whatnot. He was very stoic, fine, great. He's older now. How old is McGregor now?
He's like
He's
mid-30s.
not
Yeah.
far. He's only like a couple years older than me.
Right, exactly,
So
30
he's not
something.
as old as it seems.
But so to that point, it's like, but then as soon as he walks in, you could see him like going for the flying kick. Well, that's like old McGregor,
That
like
is
his
old
or
McGregor.
young
Yeah,
McGregor,
yeah,
I should
yeah.
say.
Yeah, previous McGregor.
Yeah, previous McGregor, and because of that,
He's 38.
yeah, he's 38.
okay.
It's
So
like what,
retro McGregor.
like your ligaments aren't recovering from a jump like that anymore, no matter how old or you are.
Now, I'm not saying that he was injured. I will say there are people giving him like if he goes in not feeling 100%. Listen, if I'm a fighter and my job, and we talked about this briefly while out and about. If I'm a fighter and it's my job, my leg would have to be off of my body. For me to step out of the fight, especially when it's going to be. You already know it's one of your last times to suit
that's
up.
what I mean. You did talk about it a little bit. I think like, let's say he goes in there, his knees. Let's say it's not quite torn,
Right.
crazy, but it's not feeling great.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, go out. Don't go the first move. Be a running jump.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, that had to have been his
and
game
land
plan.
on your hurt leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and he
it
did the
just-
thing. Now
oh,
backstage, he almost always rehearses his opening moves and stuff, and he was rehearsing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was jumping, he was doing this fine. Because there's footage of him doing that exact same jump kick multiple times on the bag, and nothing bad happened.
Mm-hmm.
But people are saying, oh, you can see that he's kind of babying it. Do you know how many times fighters go in with a twinge in the elbow?
Athletes
Yeah,
are
all the time. Like
Every fight, somebody's
Yeah.
going to be like that. It's not that big of a deal. It's just the fact that he's older.
Mm-hmm.
and sober.
I think he's
Apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's. Is he also fighting above his old weight?
Yeah, he was fighting
That's the
170.
heaviest he's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
in a while.
So
Normally
you know,
he sits at like 150 is his normal walking
I
around
think
weight.
I think
yeah.
he's fought even lower than that. when he first
120.
145.
No, 135.
35.
35 was that's when he
looked
was
like a skeleton.
looked like an absolute just gaunt
Well,
man. Yeah.
Your joints and your ligaments, especially as you get older, they don't respond the same way to a little twinge
No.
when you're heavy.
Especially if he's fighting 20 pounds over his
Yeah.
normal weight.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
So
You
I
know,
mean,
I feel
I-
for him. He wouldn't have won anyway.
No.
But
I-
he should have started off with
I really do think that it was just a really, really unfortunate timing that he goes. And I think he just generally slipped because you could tell from that first kick, he was off kilter the entire way because he was expecting to land it and then land properly. But you could tell his weight was already like on his back foot. And so he just completely.
and to reference into
pop
other
it.
sports, like
Mhm.
these athletes will practice that stuff. Like look at Gordon
Yeah.
Hayward years
Yeah.
ago when he joined the Celtics.
Yeah.
First game, 5 minutes in,
Yep.
Yep.
just made a layup and landed on his leg.
Yeah.
And he
Simple
broke
as
it in
that.
half. And
Yep.
that was the most devastating thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So things happen, and it sucks because like I think there was so much hype behind it. You can say what you want, like there is a lot of controversy around him, but like for the sake of just keeping it face value, like everyone was excited for him to at least do something.
Right.
And
We
just
at
what a
least,
way.
even if he was going to lose, we would at least wanted him to have like at least fought and lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least give the man that
'Cause,
kind of
like,
respect.
When he
I
last
can-
fought, he broke his leg, right? And
Yeah.
it was like
Yes.
a couple rounds in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like he was able to do something.
Yeah.
And then broke his leg.
And it was sad then too because again, you kick somebody and break your leg on their leg. That's wild.
Mhm.
But it's easy to root against somebody who just loses.
Yeah.
It's really hard to root against somebody who just
Who was arguably one of the
just-
greatest.
Wait, just
up
well, not
until
even
that
that.
time.
Like, I can root against the greatest. Give me time. But if I see somebody go in and they don't even get to give it a shot,
Exactly.
they just blow up a knee on
For
the way.
sure.
Sad.
For
Like,
sure.
feel sad in the
Yeah.
main event for
Yeah.
UFC.
Y'all remember a few years back when it was like in the Super Bowl, the guy tore his Achilles while jumping to run out for the
Yes.
Same idea. You want to. It's not that you want to see somebody get hurt, but if somebody's get hurt, you want them to be able to do the thing they're there to do.
Right.
It's a hero's death. I want to go out there and fight and die fighting.
Exactly. A hero's death, and he didn't get it. So that does suck. Now, Patty stole the show. Patty's going for the title.
Oh yeah,
well,
for sure.
I have a question for y'all because I go back and forth with like the butterfly effect thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think if Patty's fight went longer, the same thing would have happened to Connor?
Probably.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah, I think that was his game plan no matter what.
Yeah.
So like I think it would have.
And they warm up so much earlier. Like they start warming up enough time.
It's just tough because it's one of those things like where like there was like with keep it in sports where like a team there was some baseball game I watched where like I can't remember who it was. They were up by like a few rounds and then there was a rain delay and then it came back and then they lost.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like,
well, you lose
the rain delay happened.
Yeah,
like you lose that momentum. So like you
because there's also a thing like every fighter has their own pre-fight ritual.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't get through all of his that he wanted to, so he was like off by something.
There could be that. I mean, there could be.
It's tough because you think about it.
It's any number of things, facets that could go into it.
It's interesting that he fought higher because usually, or not usually, often I'll say, man, when you're cutting weight that much, things happen. He didn't cut weight as much, so I think that was working on his side. Obviously, it didn't work enough, but it could be if he didn't get through his whole routine. Mentally he just wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm sure his body was pretty warm though because they do start.
Yeah. You just hate to see it that way, and it was just like. I didn't watch all of it. I watched highlights of the other stuff leading up, like because I was like waiting for that. So I was like, let's see some highlights of this stuff. And it seemed, for what I saw, it seemed like it was a pretty decent card. I don't watch UFC enough to know.
No, it was a very up until then it was a very very good card.
It was a great card.
Yeah,
so there was some really good slug fights. And I'll be honest, Patty finished with a Darce, which is an uncommon.
You
choke.
don't finish with it,
especially from like usually that's like a side thing. He just does it straight up and down. It's the strangest. Also, his flexibility is crazy. I don't know if y'all saw.
His knee was at his head.
Yeah, he was folded like a pretzel.
I think a little age is good for Patty because like I was a fan of his when he first was kind of in there and he was just being like kind of rowdy and trying to get his name out there. But now he has like some losses in his belt. He's able to.
Well, and that was the thing. It was because his last,
a little bit older.
His loss was against Gaethje for the title. For the belt. So I'm sure he's going to call for another belt chance at this point.
And if you're UFC, you need some personalities.
Well, and I think arguably, Patty said it. He thinks he's the face of the UFC now, and it's hard to argue against.
I think people like him, Sugar Sean, some of the like bigger influence like style ones because they got these huge followings, even if they aren't champ right this second. Is Sean O'Malley still the champ right now?
He's not a champ.
No, I think he lost.
Right now?
No,
I don't know who he lost to.
Yeah.
But whoever, he's still got a huge following.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Those are the big personalities. He's definitely one of them, though. I mean, he's earned a spot
because he's doing it like he grew his audience and is still active.
Yeah.
So he can bring his audience with him.
Right.
Some of these other guys are just like insanely uncharismatic, and you're like, guys, please.
Yeah.
Go chew on some nails. We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're gonna go the uncharismatic route, you 100% have to be. Like that guy.
You need to be.
Yeah.
You need to be
no. Sean won. Sugar Sean won. Freedom 250. So he's won his last two because he lost against.
Is he still champ or no?
Yeah, no, because he lost against Dvalishvili. Merab. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he hasn't had a shot since.
No, he hasn't. No. Well, because he lost. Well, because he lost two in a row for the bantamweight, both against Merab. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
but either way, big personalities. Some good things for the UFC overall.
Yeah.
Because right now WWE's paying off that UFC debt, and we got to get that fixed. Their ticket prices are insane.
Right.
And so they can pay off all the UFC debt.
Although it was cool seeing how like the entire crowd was behind. Like as soon as he walked out, like it was just like it was like a club. Like as soon as he walked into the arena, just doing his da da da.
Yeah, he's got the crowd work.
Oh
down.
yeah,
like everybody's got their thing, and like McGregor was essentially an on the mic WWE character.
Oh yeah,
Patty, when it comes to like crowd work, like being in front and almost making a performance, he's got it.
And that's what you need.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you need a mixed bag. You need somebody who's a little bit more kind of like a Nate Diaz, where he's just like, I just want to fight, and he's kind of crazy looking.
Right.
And then you get someone like McGregor, who can bring in the showmanship. Like,
Right.
you need that mix.
And it does help for Patty. He relates to the audience because he gets fat between fights.
Also,
Yeah.
I love it. So
Well, and that's he's so personable. Just no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that clip when he walked up to Dana
Yeah.
after the fight? He's like, "I'll go in that fight, Max."
Yeah.
He's like, dude, don't eat too much pizza. And he had like a pizza slice in his hand already. I'll go fight Max.
Well, one good thing, he's gonna have no bumps and bruises. He can
No,
fight real quick.
he's
It's a quick
fresh.
turnaround.
He's so fresh right now.
Because I mean, he stuffed a takedown and then just squeezed the man's neck until he quit breathing. That was all. That was his whole fight. There was nothing-
If I'm Dana, I would go ahead and start planning Patty's next fight.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he didn't get any, like, attacked at all.
Yeah.
Patty's agent was on the phone that night.
Oh yeah, you know it.
I'm gonna say they'll probably give him. I mean, it sucks because it's so long from now.
Yeah.
But they'll probably give him the McGregor April fight because they were talking about different dates for him.
Oh yeah.
And how he's, like,
So now the
putting
McGregor
on
can't
that.
have the April fight. Yeah.
So if
I
he
can see
can't
that.
April fight, then they'll center around him.
I think they'll give him another. I think they'll give him another title fight.
I think he deserved it.
Yeah.
I mean, his jiu-jitsu is really good.
Yeah.
He's I know that, a lot of people he doesn't have that attitude.
Well, he said that right now his jiu-jitsu is the best in the world, and then I saw a comment underneath that was like, all right, well, Oliveira would like to have a chat, please.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
That would be a fight though too, Oliveira.
The thing is with him is he's competent enough on the ground on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
He can really do it both places, but I don't know. It's weird. It's like he wants to stand up, and then if you end up on the ground, it's like wrestling with a snake. It's just so annoying.
Let's see. Who's the current lightweight right now? Is it still?
Now, and I am a total casual.
I think it's
UFC
still
fan.
it's
Yeah,
still
me too. I don't
Gaethje.
keep up with it.
I
They can
follow
watch
it as far as I love the big fights and the big fighters.
Yeah.
And I follow some of the smaller ones, but generally speaking, there's some that get by. Like they have fight night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called like every
Is
week.
that Justin?
Yeah, it says still good Justin Gaethje for the, but I don't know if Justin's coming back. I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah, he old. That man
he's
is
gonna fight.
Dude, the man's 37.
Justin's
I don't know.
gonna fight until he is medically uncleared.
At the very least,
know.
he'll do one
He's kinda
to defend
crazy.
it.
He's already defended it once versus Patty.
Oh, that's true.
So
How
and then
long
he
ago was that?
that was beginning of this year, January.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and then he fought it again. So this last one versus Ilya. So I don't know. If I'm Justin, he's defended it. He's defended it once, got it, or no, defended it twice technically because he got it from Ilya the first time, and then defended it against Ilya. And then he's on a 3-win streak, on top at Freedom 250.
If you're that guy who wants to go out and fight for the title and do the whole nine,
Yeah,
you're not giving that title up until somebody pries it from your dead hands.
I mean that's true.
And he definitely fits the bill for his aesthetic is like the crazy guy who'll just go out and fight anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime. So
That's
I
true.
think he's gonna go out much more like a Max Holloway or any of these older fighters who they just fade away one day because they just aren't as popular. I hate to talk about Max like that. Shout out my boy, but yeah.
Yeah.
He'll have a great YouTube golf career. I hear he's a great golfer.
Really?
Yeah, he's actually a really good golfer.
Huh.
He does golf content on
That's-
YouTube.
I have to follow that. That's pretty cool.
Him and DC have played. And he's played with a bunch of fighters and stuff.
Okay.
What are they called? Good has played with him.
Oh yeah. Ha. Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You should.
I have to look that up. That's
yeah,
cool.
It's a thing. What else we got going?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Summer League, boys.
Yeah.
Have y'all been following anything?
I
Watched
mean,
a couple things. We've been watching a little bit of Celtics action.
yeah.
Oh,
They're looking
following
good.
your boy Hugo.
Yeah, they're looking good, man. They it's tough because most of these guys aren't going to do anything. They're
Right.
just going to be non-existent. But it's fun to watch because Celtics need some hungry young guys.
Yeah.
And I know they still have like Hugo and things like that. But yeah, they need. I'm a little worried about their bench.
To ask you, what'd you think about the Jaylen Brown trade?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
I'm-
Now the
we
Chase is
talked
back.
about it
Yeah,
last
now
time.
the Chase is
True.
back.
I
We can talk
Guys, I
work.
needed a week to heal. So I'm sad because Jaylen Brown's been around longer than Tatum. As a Celtic fan, I've relied on Jaylen Brown a lot. So as a fan, it sucks because I hate to see him go. I get it though. However, the only thing I'm kind of mad at first, I was kind of looking at it oh, it's not that big a deal. I hate Paul George, dude.
Yeah.
Like the more I thought, the more I thought about it, the more it just made me mad. So,
Can
like,
I ask
of everybody?
why do you hate Paul George?
Because I think he thinks he's worth more than he is. He was worth something back in the day.
Sure.
When he came back
Yeah.
from injury, he expected to already be the guy.
Right,
And
right.
he's never been the guy. He's like Kawhi. I don't like Kawhi. I like because he's just a quiet guy. Kawhi Leonard. He's just a quiet guy. He runs his business.
Yeah.
I think I think he's a little pouty, and so he gets
Sure.
his way. And I think Paul George is the same, and he hasn't brought anything to any team.
That's
he's been
fair.
on.
That's
Interesting.
fair.
Name me one besides the Pacers. I'll give you Pacers. Name me one team he's done something for.
Yeah, but that's true. We also remember that injury.
No, and that's fair.
And so that coming back from that, even at all, and having another 15 years.
Well, and
or what, 12 years, whatever it's been.
I'll forgive his first. Like, okay, you're a team, right?
Yeah.
You have all these assets, you have all these things. Would you
Yeah.
trade for Paul George?
Right now?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't right now.
What about a year ago?
No, it's been a few years since you would trade for that contract.
So look at all
that
these
he's
teams
running.
that have done that in the past 5
Yeah,
years.
I mean, well,
and
listen,
they've got nothing to show for
It was OKC. Originally traded for the Pacers.
Clippers.
And I'll say OKC. He wasn't good. I don't think he was the shell of himself that he is currently.
No.
He had his best chance is when, other than the Pacers, I would say is OKC, but Dame hit that step back on him.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah.
And he didn't
which-
recover from that either.
And I'm gonna say
never recovered.
flat out that is that. Hey, if you hit that shot, you hit that shot. There's nothing we can do.
Because I'm
Right.
not
I
saying
mean-
like I'm not. I would honestly
nasty
Giannis.
shot.
I was a little nervous about. Like I was nervous about Giannis because he's a great player, but he's a different player than Jaylen Brown. So it would be like different, which is fine. Different's fine. However, he brought something to Milwaukee.
Right.
Yeah.
Paul George has to be a second or third guy, which is maybe why they got him. Maybe they're like, we need a guy who's willing to be second or third,
Right.
Which is fine too. But like,
So you're putting your stock in Tatum
he's not
now.
like Jaylen Brown's still in his prime,
Mm-hmm.
and
What-
Paul George is not.
I'm just out of curiosity. What would be like? And give me a stat that could do it. Like points per game. What do you think he scored in like the last 5 years?
Jaylen Brown.
This sounds
No,
good.
Paul George. Like give me your guess.
My guess what he averages over the past 5 years.
Yeah, sure.
25, 26.
Okay,
12.
and so that 25 point score is not worth it to you?
Yeah, because it'd be like giving me James Harden. James Harden can
James
score
Harden.
25 points, but he
James-
sucks in
I mean-
playoffs. He brings me nothing.
Yeah, 100%. Like I get the playoff argument, but I mean he's averaging the stats, and if he's not your main guy, you don't want a 25-point scorer who can play.
No, because I don't need two guys who have weak knees and weak legs.
Oh yeah,
Tatum.
I guess I misunderstand. You're arguing more from a health and longevity perspective. Okay.
I don't want him because he doesn't. He's not a great bet.
Yeah. And you would say, would I trade for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. His name is Clay Thompson. He sits on our bench. and does nothing.
exactly.
But at the
Clay
time,
was a championship
it
player.
depends.
He brought something to his teams. He had value.
I can see that. And especially, but by the time he was with us,
No,
we
he
were
was
trading for him.
shelving
He wasn't
Yeah, he
championship.
showed himself.
But it depends what role you're getting for him. If you just need a 3-and-D guy who's a vet, who's been in a few big situations, I don't see him as a terrible. Now his contract's awful. He's making great money, right? He's making
And I don't know. And I say this not knowing Paul George, right? He comes off as somebody who has more ego.
Yeah, it does. I don't know if this
I don't
surprises
need-
you,
I
but
don't
he
need
didn't
him to
answer
come
any
in
of my
there.
DMs, so he doesn't know me either.
Well, like I don't need him to come in and disrupt.
You know,
He needs to fall in line. Like I think
Yeah.
Missoula would be good for him because he can
Yeah.
follow the Missoula line. And Paul George, from a point standpoint, like he'll bring some points.
Yeah, he'll bring some
but
points.
He's injury prone. He's older, like 8 years
His-
older than Jaylen Brown.
His
like
defensive IQ is good though, so you do have that coming
Yeah.
in, and it'll be great if he takes an off the bench kind of vet role for y'all. Which is it's crazy y'all are paying $30 million for a vet, but I am too. So it's
well, and we're and I love Tatum. He didn't get a full year back. I'm excited to see how
Yeah.
he gets back healthy full
Yeah.
year.
Right.
And then Derek White was great during the season and fell apart during the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they're
Now-
hoping. I read a thing the other day that said they're hoping Pritchard has his Jalen
Well,
Brunson.
yeah.
thing.
You've
and
got
that made me giggle because I'm like,
I'm
oh,
gonna be honest.
You've got
I'm-
Connolly now with the old man too.
That's true. Kevin Connolly.
Y'all are gonna
we
have
got
the
old
senior
boy from New
citizens.
York.
Yeah.
They're like, old boy from New York just won a championship, so like, let's bring him in.
Yeah. I'm kind of playing devil's advocate for Paul George. I don't think it was a good signing or trade for y'all. Giannis.
Well,
I don't
it's
even
good
think
to have
Giannis was. I will be honest. I really thought y'all were going to trade him for like a Butler, like a Jimmy Butler situation. But I think Paul George gets more hate than he deserves.
I agree.
That being said, I don't think it was a good trade for y'all.
No.
I think it was one of the worst trades in
Because
NBA history.
I only
other than our other trade for Luka.
like Jimmy Butler, right?
Yeah.
Let's take his injury. He's been out a year and some change now.
Yeah.
Let's take his injury out of it. I would be less offended by him than Paul George.
And you raise a good point.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
He would fight for his team.
Yeah.
He'll have a team. He will scrap. He will fight. He will give
Yes.
everything he has until he literally hurts himself.
Yes.
Paul George, I don't think will.
I'm going to agree. I think he's past that time. Butler is not. But Butler's got something to fight for.
Yeah.
I think Paul George, after the second or third injury, was like, I'm just happy that I'm here. Yeah, I just want to be invited to the party. And to be fair, he's still an NBA player. He's better than me.
Oh yeah, I was saying.
There could be
15 now, and I still.
Yeah, there could be 15 of me on court, and he'd still win. But yeah, I think he's just happy to be around. I don't know how he keeps getting these contracts. Everybody needs to hire his agent. That's what we need to do.
I call it the James Harden.
Yeah.
Because again, dude,
Cousins does the best agent.
hey, remember though,
Hands down.
do y'all remember when we started our podcast? I think
Yeah.
we did like a preseason little ritual thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I made the comment about James Harden being like, he's not going to do it. Like at the
Yeah.
beginning of the season, was
Yeah.
like he's not going to do anything. In the playoffs.
And you were
He
right.
literally didn't.
And they
I don't know
were
what it
on a
is.
good roll. They were on a good roll. Like they were playing well up until they just weren't. They just gave up.
That's true.
Because they went out what, second round?
Yeah,
It wasn't Eastern Conference Final.
they lost to New
No.
York.
Yeah, they lost New York. Now, if you're going to lose, you want to lose to the eventual champions. I will give that.
Yep.
But the way you go out is a problem, you know.
And also I'm a little sour that
Who did?
Is
Who
it
lost?
Cavs?
Cavs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they we talked about this last time. It was an ugly
And in a
loss.
way
Yeah.
that the Celtics go like, and I know they see it from like a business decision.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, okay, you were up 3-1 to 76ers. You lost by them. You lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
You should have won. So you're like, let's help them. Like,
Now-
let's give them Jaylen Brown.
I have a question. How much of this is Brad Stevens? I think this is coming from higher than Brad. Because I'll be honest, this does not fall in line with
I
Brad's
call this the
trade.
Luka Doncic. I think someone
There's
didn't
only
like
one
Jaylen.
Nico in the world.
Yeah, I think someone didn't like Jaylen because
Yeah.
he's his own dude. Every interview I've seen about this trade in response has been like, he's a great teammate. He's been really good. He talks to everybody. He wants to get to know. Like he seems like a good teammate. However, it seems like
Somebody in the
he's
office
above him.
disagreed.
Somebody did not like him above, and I
Yeah.
think they were just desperate.
He had a great. He built a case for himself before he left. Come on, you can't lie.
I mean,
so
yeah.
him going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely,
yeah, no,
yeah.
yeah.
To
Going
get his
on-
back somewhere
him
else.
going on-
Yeah.
well, no, because he was probably good up until that moment,
It's 'cause
and
he
then-
can't keep
So are
quiet.
most people.
and then he just
Yeah.
needed to be
He
quiet.
had his
He
Morpheus
just
era
had
where
to
he
be
was
quiet.
wearing all black.
Like,
and turtlenecks.
yeah, we discussed this last time where it was like, dude, like read the room. It was like a day after y'all blew a 3-1 lead to the 76ers.
Like, we're the better team.
Yeah. And he goes, "This is my favorite season ever. This is my favorite season. You won a championship with them, and this is your favorite season."
It was
where
definitely-
Tatum was gone the whole season.
It was look.
Not a great look
and that's
there.
why I was
It's a
okay. I
terrible
mentally
look.
was okay with trading him.
Yeah.
However, I was not okay with this one. But Paul
That's
George is on the
crazy.
team now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I was mad that y'all were considering either of those players. I did not think either of them was the move. I could. There was 1,000 people y'all could have traded for that. I would have been happy. I really thought y'all were going to pull it off with Golden State I really thought maybe Nuggets. Y'all were going to do like some weird like Nuggets out of the left field.
I thought we would have got more
Right.
role players maybe.
Nuggets would have been crazy. Like, could you imagine an Aaron Gordon on that squad?
Yeah.
It'd be great for every team that's not the Nuggets. Yeah.
I'm excited. I think we'll be. I still think I think we did better than we were meant to. So
Mm-hmm.
I think with Paul George, you give us a healthy Tatum. You give us some. I think we'll still be like a 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we excelled.
That's
more
a
than
solid
we needed.
prediction. That's a solid
Because
prediction. Yeah.
we were not projected to get second place.
No.
And
we-
y'all are-
You had no faith in
No.
second. You were comfortable with maybe a 6 or 7 seed. You know.
I do also agree.
I remember that.
I do also think that if Tatum never came back at all, we would have beat Philly like we were supposed to.
Yeah, y'all had some weird momentum shifts with trying to get the
He ruined
rotation
chemistry.
correct, and
Yeah,
you
we
know,
ruined the chemistry when he didn't need to.
and that's happened many times. Star player comes back and y'all play worse.
Yeah.
like that happens all the time.
Well, I was shocked because JT really pushed to come back when he didn't have to. Like, they
No.
were fine. They were
It's
firing.
because it was the
all
playoffs.
of a sudden.
If
you're
the
the-
team sucked, he wouldn't.
I mean,
If
but
you're
yeah,
the
but
tagged fantasy guy though, or like
the star player. Yeah.
franchise guy,
Yeah.
all the pressure's on you to come back.
Yeah.
Like everybody's expecting you to come back. People
I
are
don't
talking
think
in
that's
your
the
ear.
thing. I didn't think that everybody was expecting him to come back. Like when you suffer an Achilles tear, people estimate you're gone the whole next season.
Like,
Yeah, but you don't.
Yeah.
But you don't look like Derrick
Like
Rose though
Halliburton
either,
never
because
came
Derrick Rose was doing warm ups during his last couple years, or that last year during the
His
playoffs.
ACL though, right?
Yeah, but it's
ACL.
still the same thing though. Of like he was doing warm ups, he was warming up, he was suiting up, and didn't play a single minute that entire playoff series. You know, and they needed him.
I get why he
Well,
did, but yeah.
But no,
And
I
there's
get it.
one
But
thing-
but it's that type. It's that type of look of as a superstar. You know, you don't want to be looking like that, where it's like, all right, you're suited up, you're warming up, and you're not going to play. Like,
That's a good point.
you know,
Yeah, I'm saying, but like, yeah, I remember it coming out that he was like actively trying to get back. I'm
That's
like,
true.
Dude,
He put a lot of effort.
I think
in. mean,
everybody. I'm not faulting him
Yeah.
for it. I'm just like, I don't know.
Was it
You
needed?
are,
No.
like you said,
Yeah.
you're the star guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not here
But
for just this. You're here for the long run.
Would the narrative be if he doesn't come back, dude? He didn't even try. You know what I
No,
mean?
because
Yeah.
no,
Nah,
because
I don't think so at all.
Because look at the Pacers. They were in the finals the previous
Yeah.
year.
Right.
Their team sucked without Tyrese.
Right.
There was no push to bring Tyrese back.
Right.
Yeah.
So if the Celtics were in the 4th, 5th, 6th seed or play in, I don't think he would come back, or there wouldn't have been as much push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now-
I just don't see
'Cause
why
they
you
had a
push
shot.
for that
They
when
had a
y'all
shot.
were.
It's,
They had a
it's
shot.
probably much more of his own mental thing though too, because he knows he was that player.
Well,
And if you think you're that player, you want to get back to being
He's a
that
He's a
player.
competitor, and
So
Tatum does stuff the right way. I get why people
Yeah.
kind of dog him a little bit because he comes off like a dude who's trying a little too hard. but dude, he
So
hustled his
funny.
ass off.
Oh,
to get
yeah.
back to the team. So,
He did.
So I
He's a
get
little
why he
corny,
did
but
it.
he's so funny.
I'm glad they got off in the first round. More healing time, and we'll just
yeah, lots more
Yep.
healing time
Yep.
for
We'll
sure.
get more year, so we'll figure it out.
true that.
Now I don't know. Watch much Summer League yet?
Not as much,
No
no.
Summer League.
Like I said, I watched a couple.
All right, so AJ can't say his last name.
Adansanya.
Yeah. What?
Abansanya.
No, that's-
Adansanya.
Let's not go that far.
Let's not.
Okay.
AJ Dibben.
No, I'm just trying to
Didn't
pronounce
change
it.
Dibben. I can't say it. AJ from the Wizards. One of the top pick from Utah. I don't know if y'all have noticed at all. He's playing the Shy game in Summer League.
Really?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's already
Falling
started
back.
now.
It's already
no.
started. This younger,
Oh,
you know, they
no.
like throwing the head back. They threw.
Oh.
It was early. I think maybe his first or
That's
second
And
summer
rough.
league.
he's good at it. Summer League, he's a rookie, right? Just got.
Yeah,
drafted.
it's the
Yeah, fresh off
first
the
few
boat.
games. Yeah.
My man is going to be on the team if he's good at this.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because you're gonna be
Well,
selling.
he's
it.
already on the team.
Well,
It's the Wizards,
right.
So
That's fair. I didn't even
it doesn't.
That's fair.
Dang.
Dude, they
They're water boy. They got Bobby Boucher out there.
Yeah, they'll put anybody on the floor, but he's gonna play. I mean, he's a great player. I mean, he had some killer games. I think he scored like 27.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then he
good
scored
for him,
23.
yeah.
Like he's doing his thing. But you can see it when he drives. He's definitely looking for those foul calls to see what the
Yeah.
calls are like.
This
And he's gonna expect the star treatment because he was the man in college as far as
this
like
is
he went to BYU, I think.
yes, he did.
Yeah, he went to BYU.
He played
was,
1 year.
He was like the only thing going on for BYU. Like he was like he was their Michael Jordan for that year. So he's going to be expecting the whistles.
Well, and I know we're about to talk about,
But it's a good segue.
Yeah, how it's changing. Yeah.
but like the 3-pointer, some people were like mad that 3-pointers are a thing.
Yeah.
now, and I'm like, but at least that you
Who's
that,
mad?
that, don't take, let's say skill.
Well, that it's the thing now.
The thing now is the 3-point line, and people are like, we're in basketball. No one fights like they're supposed.
Yeah.
No one fights like they're supposed to. But like, it's that thing where like
You
at
gotta
least
be
it
talking
takes
to people
skill.
that, like,
to
Yeah.
throw it up there.
Oh yeah, yeah. To put it up at 25 feet, 30
Doing that
feet.
shot
Yeah.
stuff, if every team has people doing that, like if I would be mad if the Celtics start doing it. Like if Tatum tries to drive and just flops on the floor, and be like,
Yeah.
bruh,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Like I can't see it evolve this way. I can't.
No.
It's gonna hurt my feelings.
All right. So the segue. All right. How do you guys think that the NBA is going to evolve going forward? Then, since obviously it started, going backwards, it's been all right. Now you have the big three, or the big five guys who can shoot, who can dribble. Now, before it was your Steph Currys who can throw a ball up from anywhere. Then before it was, your power forwards that could, do anything, but it was just them as the focus of your team. So where do you think it's going forward?
I have a lot of thoughts. Somebody
All right.
want to go first, or y'all want me to lead off?
I've got a pretty quick one.
Okay.
So
I got a quick one as well.
all right, yeah. So mine is I honestly think it's going to be any player is going to be able to play any spot. Like position players,
positionless?
position people are going to be less of a factor because
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to be any player is going to be expected because now that the average height is getting higher and
Yep.
higher
Every year.
it's like your point guard's going to be expected to play your 4 position, maybe not your 5, but your center is going to be expected to play all the way down to a point guard if he has to.
Yep. And you remember Michael Carter Williams from the Bucks?
Mhm.
When he came in, there was a discussion about that because he was like a 6'6", 6.5" point guard,
Mhm.
and they talked about that being a thing where it's like the point guards are just getting bigger.
Yep.
Point guards look like old small forwards. Small forwards look like centers. Eventually, everybody's going to be Victor. Everybody's going to be 7 foot and dribble and shoot.
Like it's your argument where like LeBron may have
you
been the
got
one that
Jalen
like started
freaking
like
Brunson.
putting that forward where he was one of the first ones that like LeBron can play anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, he was big enough where he could play a center if he needed to. He had the handles of, you know, a small forward. He had the handles of a point guard, the playmaking of a point guard. So it's like, I think that's going to be your number 1, number 2 players are going to be people that can go anywhere.
Yeah. And
Jalen Brunson's the GOAT.
right. Listen, he's really good. He's really good. Shout out the Mavs fan for life.
Yeah.
But
hey, everybody wants to be better than Brunson until it's time to be better. Until it's time to be better than Brunson.
Yeah, hey, listen, let his star burn, all right? Because he's gonna burn out one day.
You guys, I don't care. I'm riding this hot. I called it, by the way.
Yep.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think I can totally see that. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Sorry, mine's gonna be very quick. I think they're just gonna do a 4-point line.
You really like
all right.
3?
All right.
This is gonna be a 4-point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many people chunk it up. Just like Pritchard's now, like they expect, like Pritchard's, well, that's what they expect.
Yeah,
because they kind of lean that way a little bit. They just made a rule change. I think it was last season. At the end of the buzzer, anything past a certain feet just doesn't count as a shot. But if they make it. If they make it, obviously it counts.
Yeah.
But like it goes against your shot record. Like it's definitely. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I find it very interesting.
I think anything past the half court line or the half mark or something is considered a heave, and heaves are no longer counted as a shot attempt.
Yeah.
Which I can appreciate.
Yeah.
Because there were some players that had like 0.1%, like 3, because they only shot heaves.
Yeah.
You never make them.
They got the rebound and went. Whoop.
You know the Big 3 has a 4-point.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. I watched the game, the one Lance Stevenson got in a fight.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching that game, and I'm like, bro, this is great.
Yeah.
4-point line.
So how far out is the 4-point line then in Big 3?
Is it 35 feet?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It's very noticeable.
So it's a Steph Curry 3.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
All right.
You know, like
a Steph Curry free throw.
So from the logo type of shots.
Yeah.
All right.
Steph Curry free throw.
All right.
It's one of those, like, it's doable.
All right,
But it's
so
also like it's very noticeable. You see it,
That's
you're like,
nuts, dude.
Yeah. All right. Let me
Question. I brought this up to them at the end of the last episode. What do you think? What would you? They're not huge fans of it. What would you think if they raised the goals instead of 10 feet
I think you
to like 11, 12?
I think for someone like a Victor, then that's more fair. And then you get someone like Jalen Brunson, who is like, oh crap, I'm already having to try.
Right.
So
I think it's interesting to think about.
What did you have, like a number in mind?
Like a specific number?
Yeah, because it's 10 feet right now.
Do you want it to be
it's 10
like
feet.
10 and a half?
10 and a half?
I'd probably be like, no, I could see it being
11?
like 11 or 12.
Huh.
That'd be interesting.
I'm just curious. I'm
in
not
favor of
advocating
doing the
for it.
lowering for the women.
I
Like I want to, like I'm on the Shaq train. I want to see him dunk it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
I think
with
that
you
would
on
make
that one.
WNBA relevant.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
it'd be fun.
not
Yeah.
that they're not relevant, because shout out
They're
Paige
not.
Beckers,
Right.
and you got Sophie Cunningham,
at
Yep.
UFC too,
and
yeah.
you got obviously Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin, yep. And then, I mean, for better or worse, Angel Reese, you know. People,
Big
they're
name.
at least that are
Big
getting their
name.
names out there.
Yeah, and then there's others, so they're making it more relevant. I think to make a better show, lowering makes the most sense.
For
of all
sure.
things.
Not even
For
that.
sure.
We're not
They-
asking you to make it like a toddler.
They already
yeah.
have a slightly smaller ball, dude. Literally, like make it 9.5 foot.
It's not that
And
big.
Brittany
of a-
Griner will literally 360 windmill back. in
Yeah,
her prime.
like how many?
I
I would watch it.
Yeah,
literally all the
that
time.
takes you from 1 or 2 women in the entire league that can dunk.
Yeah.
and then that makes it to probably half. At
Now
least that
I am
can
going to
dunk.
argue that the women's sports is seeing a huge uptick. We've got high school level girls teams now that are dunking 10 foot. So honestly, we just keep it going and they just keep pushing. They're going to have women that can do it because, like I said,
Yeah.
I was watching clips the other day. There's this girl in high school that is dunking. No, she's not. I mean, she's not tomahawking it, but she's getting
Still
up there.
getting
She's
up there.
dunking
Actually.
in game.
All right.
And I'm like, you know what? Like, listen,
That's
give
cool.
us 10 more years, and they're dunking like that. We have a whole nother conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so maybe we don't let it.
Do
if
they
you lower
have
it,
10
we won't
years, though?
evolve that part.
It's a legit question to ask.
What?
Do they have 10 years to wait?
WNBA, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, listen,
they'll be
They're
around long
probably
enough.
long
They're-
term.
With, I think with the
I don't know. They're
amount-
really starting to pump money into it, and they haven't
Yeah.
profited yet.
No, but they'll get there. I think with the popularity, because the popularity has only resurged in the last 2 years. Like really, like if you think about it, before 3 years, well, just before, yeah, I mean that is a big reason. But even then, they were already starting to pump some money in from pretty much since COVID was ending and on. They started putting a lot of money into the WNBA, and I think that's gonna
Players are
spark.
starting to outgrow the WNBA. So
Well,
it's like
yeah,
they have
and-
to do something to kind of
Yes.
And
Yeah.
remember, they're being funded by the NBPA.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
Players Association already puts 2% of the total or whatever
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as far as growing that market, women are the biggest consumers from an economic standpoint anyway. Literally every company is dying to break into that market.
Yeah.
This is a drop in the bucket of overall marketing dollars.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is not odd for marketing. They're always trying to break into new markets.
Yep.
They're always like, listen,
the
they've
new
had
push, yeah.
the NBA has tried to put leagues overseas in different countries, and it's failed, and they've put millions of dollars into that, right?
That's
So
a good point.
it's one of those things.
But don't they eventually stop though?
No.
Right or no?
No.
They're
I mean,
still trying to.
Yeah, they're still trying. I
create
mean,
leagues?
listen, man, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they just
get
try
the name-
different spots.
I'm gonna
yeah.
get the name wrong, but I think it's Lou Aldang is currently in charge of the NBA's African League over in that part of the world, and he's doing huge tournaments. Like they're actually producing money and like producing NBA caliber players. That's why when you go to the Olympics. Or I don't go to the Olympics.
But when you're
you
watching those
see
games,
it and
yeah.
you see some of those players, you're like, dude, these guys have put some reps in. These guys,
Right.
Yeah.
because they've put millions of dollars for years. Now they've developed a true system that's like making sense and doing it. And that was NBA. They've been outstretched this whole time.
I would say those USA versus the World games are getting harder and harder now because of that. You know?
What was it like? Like last year, like there was a team. I think was it Nigeria that was upsetting everybody.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
They just had that one guy that was just killing. Now the other players obviously played, but he was just doing his thing.
Right.
So yeah,
Interesting.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for competitiveness.
Yeah.
I just want to see sports excel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like anything they can do to make it more entertaining. Like even like I think somebody mentioned for like WNBA, you lower the rim and then also do smaller venues, so it looks busy.
Yeah.
More packed.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
Well, even
Which-
then, it's better for the players though too, because then you're not looking up and seeing empty rafters.
It sounds louder.
Yeah,
it looks
absolutely. Yeah.
Camera angles don't change.
Yeah.
For the box.
something they've talked about doing, and I think some teams actually have done it. Is they're playing in the smaller arenas that are usually for like the G League.
Yeah.
But it's the same idea, right? If I'm trying to get a vibe and
Yeah,
a
like
crowd,
your college level crowds.
I need that
versus
crowd
your-
to be there.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily have to be as good as the NBA. NCAA is not as good as the NBA.
I mean, you
could take the best NCAA team and they will get smoked by the Wizards
I mean,
tonight.
you take like a music, like a musician.
So bad.
Like
Yeah.
you take the like a musician's threshold of
Yeah.
all right, you're not telling some kid who just got a record deal, all right, go and sell out AT&T Stadium. You say no, you go to the House of Blues, you sell that
Yes.
out,
Sell
and
100
then
tickets.
and then you can go all right, maybe you go to Dickies Arena next,
Yes.
type of
Exactly.
thing. Then you work your way
And
up.
FOMO
you
works
know?
in your chance. And this is known in like the entertainment
Yeah.
industry. Every musician knows it.
Yeah.
If I walk in and there's empty seats, I'm having less fun.
Yeah,
It doesn't
absolutely.
matter. Dude, it could be pick your artist. It could be Michael Jackson on stage. If it is like an empty, I'm going to have less fun unless it compared to it being filled and it being a
like
thing.
you tell me, hey, you can go to a half-filled arena at Dickies, or you can go to Billy Bob's where it's packed wall to wall. I'm gonna have so much more fun at Billy Bob's. Always,
you feel the energy and everything. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the WNBA is growing. They also have personalities that are huge now, and they have some good coaches now. You've got Becky Hammond, which I think she's in the NBA now. There's
She's
some,
Spurs, right?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
she's
like I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you follow the money. But if I could go coach Wimby, I'd be there in a heartbeat. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's very interesting. But especially after seeing those high school clips of those people.
Yeah.
Dude, if they really grow up and they're putting that type of work in and they start putting that show on, they're gonna be it.
No.
So Aiden,
all right.
yeah, Aiden and I agree. So
So
mine was the
both
same
of y'all's
thing.
were
I
were
think-
4-point line.
I think
All right.
you have to. I think so many people yeet it. but
Yeah.
you kinda have to.
Well, and plus
You
it
gotta
makes those final minutes of the game where instead of all right, you're playing the foul game, you're playing the timeout, move it forward game. You can still do that, but it adds an extra layer of instead of all right, he makes 2 free throws. All right, they're down by 3 points. Game's over at 30 seconds.
somebody like a Steph who can make
You can get a 4 almost 5-point play at one point. That is amazing like momentum swing at that point,
Yeah.
at any point in time of the game, but specifically no lead is safe going into the last minute,
because I think you need to lean into what they're doing already.
Yes.
Like, the thing is,
Yes.
without the 4-point play or 4-point line, they're already doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might as well just give it to
For
them.
sure.
It's not going to make it too gimmicky or make it weird.
Right.
They're
Right.
already doing it. So
Right.
you might as well
And
make
plus then it would make you spread out the defense even more at that point too, because you're already making people choose, all right, do you let the big guy stay up and open at the 3 or do you pull back, and crowd the other? If you have to guard an extra 2 people at the 4-point line now because they can make it, 6 out of 10 times, then that leaves a whole chunk of the court open, for the offense.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I think the 4-point is an option. I think people will riot for some reason. I really don't know that people will like
it's
it.
just changed. People
Yeah. I have two that I think we have a pendulum swing because it's always like this with things. I think we're going to go back to much more strict defense at some point. I really do. Now, I'm going to predict when that happens. It is the moment Adam Silver exits the NBA. I think the next guy, he's going to be like, we're going to clean it up. I'm calling that now. That's going to be his, like, if he's running for office.
Next commissioner change?
Next commissioner change. We're going back. His campaign is going to be, we're going to bring back NBA rules that are being called travels, carries, things like that. So I think that's the big thing.
I like that. I hope
now,
so.
Similarly, I've heard some chatter, but I don't know. I've heard about the 4-point line. I think they're going to move the 3-point back.
Really?
Oh, okay.
I think they'll move it back.
So it'll just always be a 3-point.
It'll be a 3.
It'll
be a 3, but now you got to shoot from back there, you know?
So make it like a 30-foot line?
Yeah. And I've also heard to eliminate the corners. So to go from essentially hash to hash, no corner threes. To make it more, because corner 3 is the most common like 3-point shot, obviously. Mm-hmm. But it changes the way you got to play offense now, right? Because you can't just sit somebody in the corner for 3.
That literally was the entire playoffs on every team.
Yeah.
I was like, why is every team the same?
But think about
You
how
just
it would
have
change
one guy
your
out
game
there.
plans and change the product you see. Because now 5 out is now unproductive. Mm-hmm. Because my corner shot is going to be a 2. So now I got to run new sets. You're going to see more action because if I'm shooting a 2 from 20 foot, I might as well dunk the thing.
Well, and that changes because right now it's statistics ball. It's like, all right, what's your most statistically important shot?
Right.
And right now it's the 3-point because at that point it changes. And if you take away 2 sections of that, that changes the statistics wildly.
Well, and I'd be one and the same because, like, I honestly, extending the 3 to me probably is more appealing than doing a 4-point.
Yeah.
However, I think that would also cause it to be what you just said too, which is like it eliminates corners. So
Right.
You extend it. Obviously, you extend it the whole way.
Yep.
All the right there's a border, so you take that whole side. It could be interesting.
It makes
That would be-
and to the point defensively,
It
it
would
makes
make them try
it adds an extra layer of defense that
Yes.
the offense no longer has. You're right. They don't have the out, and the defense can go. All right, let them shoot the 2.
Let them shoot the 2, and it would make it interesting again because your mid range, even though it's a long midi, like it just changes the way the game feels, and you're going to bring point inflation down.
You'll see less of this, whatever the hell. This playoffs was weird.
Yeah,
Yes.
There's
Not
going to
even
be
just from a Celtics
corner
standpoint.
Just
sitting.
everybody was weird.
Corner
Yeah.
sitting would be eliminated. I think it'd be interesting. Now, do I
I
think they'll
like
do
it.
it? I don't think they're doing it.
What if they stretch the floor and then add another position so it's 6-on-6?
I
No.
think I could
I don't
I
want
could
that.
see them.
What if they wear a spacesuit?
Yeah.
You know what? Have y'all ever seen?
me out?
Y'all ever seen slam ball? Just put trampolines in the floor.
Yeah. Slam ball was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
so good.
Dude, it was
So
great.
When
I had
ESPN was in a
fan.
weird place and they're showing cornhole.
And the
like,
Ocho.
I'm like, bro, like,
Yeah.
I would watch that and just be like, they're all dying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's entertaining.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Yeah,
Again,
it's so funny.
not enough people did in the first place though, but
Yeah.
you know, that's the
Oh,
problem.
lordy. What you got?
No, that was
Oh, that's yours too?
that was no, mine was the
He was first.
Yeah, I was the
That's
first
right.
one. Yeah,
It's because we went on a WNBA 10.
yeah,
we're on a
exactly, exactly.
A little aside.
But yeah, no, I like that though. I don't know if do you guys think any like positions are going to be like spotted out now? But I think we've gone through a bunch
I
of
agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, no one played. Like,
yeah, because
no one played for
so that's why I think it's the most. Was like it's going to be the reverse of what's been happening the last 40 years, where it's in a rotation of which position has been focused on.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can do that anymore.
Because look at Cat, Wimby, all these dudes,
Joker.
Porzingis, like these dudes who should back in the day would have been this.
Yes.
This is what they would have.
Yeah, it's like you stand down there and be big.
Yeah.
you know.
Just be tall, and they don't do that.
No, exactly.
It's
So-
almost becoming more like 2K.
Right.
Where it's
Build your
more
player.
So, yeah, and it's less. Everybody can do a little bit of everything. You have less where your point guard is an initiator but can't do offense.
Mhm.
I think it's more so what type of offense. It's not that you can't do offense.
Yeah,
it's
it's
what type of
coaching.
offense you're for.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna have your guys who are like, well, you're a 3-point shooter versus a slasher versus a I think it's just gonna be descriptive of what type of thing you bring instead of you're just not bringing it at all.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then it will very much be, and it's already like this. What positions can you switch on defense? Because that's
That's
huge.
also it. Yeah. That's exactly.
Like you've got Cooper Flag, shout out Mavs, running point but guarding the 3.
Yep.
Right. You've got players like all over the league who mix and match that they may initiate the offense. Like Giannis.
Yep.
He doesn't guard point guards.
No.
Right. He's huge. he guards the power forward or the small forward. He'll play center, right? So those types of things. So it almost is on your matchup.
Yep.
As much.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, y'all let us know what you think the NBA is going to be turning into. See what the next latest and greatest invention is going to be. So, be interesting to hear you guys' thoughts and let us know what. Yep. Let us know what you guys thinking of the World Cup, and we'll shout us out. So.
Yep.
Later.
Bye. Guys.